2 failed rescue attempts, 2 strange training grounds, and 2 successful rescues. Joseph had 11 brothers. The oldest was Reuben, the 4th oldest was Judah. Now, Joseph was so hated by those brothers for those dreams of superiority that they plotted to kill him, but Reuben convinced them just to throw Joseph into a pit instead. He planned to give that favorite son back to dad. But the problem was that Reuben didn't trust his brothers, and so he didn't say anything to any of them. So it happened that Reuben left, and Joseph was still in the pit. And here comes Judah. Hey, let's sell him to these traders. And so they did. The traders took Joseph to Egypt. So how was that a failed rescue? Well, since Reuben didn't say anything, how was Judah to know that there was going to be another rescue attempt? So he accidentally sabotaged the first rescue and sold his brother into slavery. So Joseph gets sold to a captain of the Egyptian guard named Potiphar. Genesis 49 says that God ensured that Joseph's work was productive, and Potiphar rewarded him with a big promotion to be in charge of the entire household and fields. What could go wrong? Well, unfortunately, Potiphar's wife became Joseph's betrayer, that's not also related to him, and falsely accused him of adultery. Genesis 37:12 says he literally ran away when she tried to get her hands on him, but his innocence was rewarded with betrayal. He was sent to prison for a crime that he ran in the other direction to avoid committing. Imagine the second strange training ground that Joseph is finding himself in now. Prison. I wonder what kind of people would be in there. Hardscrabble violent types, political insurrectionists. I don't know. But I do know that Joseph did so well in there that they put him in charge of everything all over again. Scripture says that God gave him favor with the keeper of the prison, and whatever Joseph did, the Lord made it succeed. 2 whole years passed. Comes the first successful rescue of Joseph. The king recognizes that the Spirit of God is in Joseph, and that God is with Joseph, and so Pharaoh places Joseph over everything in Egypt to prepare for the coming famine. Joseph instantly, if you don't count the slave and prisoner years, becomes the second most powerful person in the kingdom. But he's been training for it all along in 2 strange places, the slavery and prison ones. Come to the conclusion of our study with the famine. The position God has placed Joseph in to be the rescuer of many means that Joseph's own family travels down from the land of Canaan and the region of present-day Israel to buy food from Egypt, and so does much of the entire region of Mesopotamia. It's just incredible to see the way that God uses Joseph to bring food and life and health to many nations and his very own family. Was so faithful to God in these extreme circumstances. He must have felt completely abandoned. Jesus was abandoned by God on the cross. He cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Even in that abandonment, Jesus continued entrusting himself to a faithful God who judges justly. And he was therefore exalted to the highest place and was responsible for the salvation of many. Joseph's epic life for the salvation of many. See you next time.